All right, could you guys hear loud and clear now? Do a quick audio check. Can you hear now? You could hear? Just want to do a quick audio check if everybody can hear. All right, perfect. Thanks a lot, Anthony. All right, everybody, we will be getting started in just another about 2 minutes before. Thanks for logging in early regarding about getting to YouTube Live, but we will be getting started early regarding about the trading in the morning. So don't go anywhere. Good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back on this lovely Monday, the 10th of August. How's everybody doing? Sorry about that, about the little delay we got going on, but can everybody hear me loud and clear? Just give me a chat back in the YouTube live, Facebook live. Everyone hear me okay in the cyber group room? Good to see you, Don, everyone. Amy, okay, good to see you all. We're okay now. All right, good guys. So anyway, listen, I apologize for what happened this morning. Listen, this is computers. Things happened. We've been having a big, major issue here with our electric company. With this whole hurricane that happened, and I'm just happy you guys are very, very patient, and nobody freaks out about it. It's one of the biggest things you can't do. I know this is our living blood that we do all day long, but there are times that things happen, things break, and we did the best that we can to get you back up. The good thing is that we're broadcasting. If we ever have an issue on our end, on our website, we could broadcast live on YouTube Live, and Facebook Live, so you could do both, best of both worlds. But thanks everyone for being so patient, and just hopefully, hope nobody got too angry about it, but we're back and up and running. But anyway, let's get back into trading, right? Let's talk about it. Listen, I was out on Friday. I was quarantined upstate New York. Went out, took my family up there, spent about a day. Usually it's the week when we go away on vacation, but obviously we couldn't go away a week. So we went to my nephew's house, kind of enjoyed it, had some fun, drove some quads around, did some fun stuff. That was pretty exciting. And, did a lot of cooking and everything. But you could say didn't even shave. I was basically had that grub look. I don't shave when I go upstate, I mean, gotta look like a, look more of a, a lumberjack guy, but anyway, listen, in the summer times, when we get into this August time of the year, things start getting a little quiet. There were a couple of things that did move from what I heard. I know Rich did a great job doing in the morning meetings, another instructor here at Cyber Trading University. So I'd like to thank him for picking up in the morning. And listen, this is what it's all about. You know what? Having a plan, everyone speak the same language. We go out there and make money, and that's it. And remember, every day is a new adventure. So we got a new week that's going on. Just really quick, I want to talk about Kodak really quick. Look how unbelievably awesome this is on a stock like this. It's so funny that I was watching the financial stations, and they're talking about Kodak when the stock went to 50. And it's so funny, like you get these people, they start saying, "Oh, my God, Kodak, this thing's going to 100, this and that." You know how many people own the stock at $50, $60 and they're crying right now? Meanwhile, I did a YouTube video. I'm going to repeat it again. Go back and watch it. It's a very, very big hit on our station, our YouTube channel. I did a big 2-3 minute video on explaining why it went up. But we were trading the stock on Monday, and the news came out, at night, because then all of a sudden you have President Trump bragging about Eastern Kodak, that they gave him this almost $1 billion deal. And you could see that was like right here when it went from like 5 to 8. Then in the next morning, it just literally went from like 14 up to 60. So that was a pretty fun stock to trade. But listen, whatever comes up comes crashing down. Kodak is no different than a lot of stocks that we trade like this. This is called, we call it short squeeze. Okay. So anyway, I'm just glad a lot of you guys didn't get themselves caught up, and you being here in Cyber Group, because honestly, I didn't, after like 10 o'clock, we did not touch Kodak. I think we all got out around 25, right? Even some of you guys trade at 30. I'm like, you know what? The thing's at 60. And why'd you say? I don't care. I don't let the thing go to 60, because guess what? Look where it is today at 9. Now, are we going to trade Kodak? No, the stock is done. Kodak got a lot better this morning. You know what? I know there is a lot of support levels at 9, though, I have to admit, because I did trade the stock at 9, and it's trading a lot of volume there. So maybe I put it on my watch list, because it is a fun stock to trade, but you got to be a little bit more advanced to trade it. All right. But anyway, there are other stocks out there I want to talk about. There's some really, really, really good ones. First of all, MGM just took off exactly at 9 o'clock. Remember, we got 3 moves. 8 a.m., 8:30, and 9. MGM just came out. I know I was watching on the financials on Fox Business. They were talking about they came up with this new deal in Las Vegas or something. I don't know. I just heard something. I saw the Vegas background on it. I was too busy, making sure we were getting up. But anyway, stock just made a huge pop right here. So it looks like a lot of like, Caesars and what is it, CZR? Probably all make a move. Caesars didn't pop. Just MGM basically pop. Yeah, a 3 package. Is that what they're doing, Patrick? Yeah. So anyway, stock doing great. Great, Uh Is Win doing anything? No, Win didn't really, I don't really capitalized on that one. Just I don't know. Maybe sometimes what happens, the other ones follow along with it. But anyway, that's going to be on the watch list also. What else we had? Okay, I was just looking at what we traded yesterday. Okay, a couple other stocks. So anyway, we're going to start off with the Mcrb. Okay, so some of you probably saw this on your watch list. It's right here in the bottom left-hand corner, up 268%. The only thing that I was a little not too excited about it is that if you see after here around 7:30, stock really didn't do that much. I mean, it's trading within a $2 range, but it's not making higher highs. So be very, very careful with that stock right there. Also, very thin on the level 3 on the right. Not a lot of orders, even though it traded 11 million shares. This stock you're talking about, it's probably a category 4. 4. Okay. What does a category 4 means? Well, in layman terms here at CyberTradingu University, a 4 means if you're not a trader that averaged about $1,000 a day, you shouldn't trade the stock. It's just way too volatile. Now, if you still have the itch and you want to do it, well, remember, the goal is trade 1,000 share lots, then just trade 100. Okay, maybe 50 shares if you have to, because this stock looks like it's pretty volatile. What else have we got going on? HOTH, another one I found this morning too. So anyway, this stock had a huge pop and then just came right back down. Okay, up 22%, 3.5 million shares. Beautiful orders out there. I like that it's trading right here at this price level right here because there is an 11,000 share buyer out there at 336. I want to see if he gets done. But she's kind of holding right here. Looks like she's making a little bit of a Fausto flag. But this stock had a huge pop. The only thing we know about it, we traded the stock before. Go back to your journals. Look what happened in March. This stock went from $2.70 to $7 back then. Also, back in January, one day, $4.50, $7. Back in July, you could see it, $2.70 to almost $4 a share. So we know the stock is pretty volatile. So let's keep an eye on this one too. But as of right now, it's not my first protocol stocks. VSTM is another one, came up on the watch list also. Nice little cheap stock, not really going crazy. You could trade several thousand shares of the stock if you want to. And that's okay because if the stock, moves up a penny and you traded 5,000 shares, 1 penny is $50. All it's got to do is make 4 cents and you make you $200 a day. There's your $50,000 salary. It's not going to take too much to get there. And the most important part is that when we train you, you have to remember the 3 T's. The first T is the most important one. Tradable, tradable, tradable. The stock's not tradable. You do not trade it. So you got to make sure it's within your level before you actually go out there and consider trading a stock. Then you can get the trade. Then you get to the last 2 T's, trend, and the third one is the trap. All right. So you want to keep an eye on that. One of the biggest things I was always taught here when I was being a market maker here on Wall Street, being a trader, better make sure the 3 T's, because if I always got yelled at. My mentors, my boss came up to me and says, "Oh, you lost money on the stock? Okay, no problem. Let's go check out your 3 T's." Okay. Oh, you broke the first T. You broke the second T. You broke the third T. You know what the fourth letter is? The fourth letter is F, means fired. Okay. You do it again and you're out the door because you're not going to be losing any of our money if you keep breaking those 3 T's. That's what they always taught us. Let me tell you, scared the crap out of me. Another stock, this is one that's getting crushed too. This is what I'm talking about, like a short squeeze. I just bring this one up. Very similar to Kodak, because I don't want you to think Kodak is the only one that does it. You could see Kodak literally went from $5. I mean, WorkX went from like $5 all the way to 14, right back down to 560. Look where it is, back down to 290. Where is 290? Oh, I don't know. Exactly right here where those support levels are. So anyway, that stock looks like it's breaking lowers. I just want to bring this up. You know what the problem, the reason why I'm bringing these up is because we always get traders that get caught up in these high moving flyers. And they said, Fausto, what do I do? I bought the stock. I'm like, where did you buy it? Okay. And sure enough, they get themselves caught up in a stock like that. And they're like, oh, well, now a day trade becomes a swing trade. Well, I want to share one little thing with you because I got about 4 more stocks, because that brings up a very concerning situation that happened with a student of mine that I want to share with you. And I think this is very important. I had a student a while ago, not too long ago, but about a month ago. He's been trading for about 2-3 months. He started picking up pretty well, and he was making about maybe 300 to 500 a day. So he was meeting his goals. He was doing like a 75, 100,000. He got involved in one of these stocks. Okay. And I tell the story to all my students. This is one of the reasons why we want your phone number. We need to know how to get a hold of you, because it's the reason why. He sends me a private message in the trading room, and he says, Fausto, I'm embarrassed to tell you, but I'm in the middle of a little situation. Before I even knew what it was, before he even told me, I called him up over the phone. I knew exactly what the problem was. He bought one of these stocks like WRRK, okay? I want to bring this up because this is very important. I'm going to give you a tip of the day. Had a stock like this. He bought it at 13, let's just say. It was 13. Stock was at 10. And I look at him like, shit, you're in big trouble. He's like, he was down $2,000 on the trade. Now, here's a guy that's making about 300 to 500 a day. $2,000 is a pretty big hit. I'm like, honestly, you got to get out of it. Me personally, I would get out of it. He's like, I know it's a lot of money too. I says, a lot of money? Trust me, this thing go a hell of a lot more lower. Make a long story short, an hour later, if he didn't sell it, he would have been down $10,000. That is, and I says, you know what? Now you know what it looks like. Take the week off. Came back, made all his $2,000 back. Now he's back to par. He's fine. So anyway, my point is this. This is the kind of support you need to be in the trading room. This is the kind of support that if you are, dealing with another school, whatever, if you don't have that support, you got to get at it, because it's not about just watching, 800 hours of videos. You got to know how to play the game and be part of that support. Because let me tell you, that, and that was just the most recent. I can go on and on and on and tell you about these stories all day long. But let me tell you, it's not about making money. It's about controlling losses. That's everyone's biggest problem that they have. Let's get back to the watch list. So anyway, I told you about Rita. I brought it back up. Here's another thing. You think you can't lose a lot of money with expensive stock? Look at this one right here. Stock had a really nice high flyer move. It was a pharmaceutical stock. I guess they didn't probably get the virus deal, or maybe that thing is not doing too well. Stock just broke a yearly low. Not a really good sign. Could be a good short. Just be careful. Look at the level 3. Not that many orders out there. So want to be able to bring that up. Nicola made a post from Norman, NKLA. Yeah, that one's on the. You know what? I had that on the watch list. I guess it just started popping right now. The NKLA. Yeah. That was on the bottom of my list. I almost got there, but I was pretty much saving the best for last. But that one, now the cat's out of the hat. Yes, absolutely. Things doing great. We all know about Nicola. You saw me do a YouTube video on that. It's one of the trades I basically booked like 20 G's out of it. I know a lot of you guys made a killing on this stock. Anyway, that one, just be very careful. It's very, very volatile. That thing will do nasty shakes with you. What else we got? Oh, the IBIO. Okay. So that's another one that we found early in pre-market. This one right here, 380, went right up to about, right now it's at 480. Nice little move. You can see on a long-term chart, stock went from 2 to 7. It's got great orders out there. Look at the level 3, so you have no problem getting in and out of it. Nice little moving stock. And then I thought this was funny, FBC. My staff probably knows what I mean by this, the stock FBC. This is what we call our free beginner course. Anyway, you could see a stock take a nice little hit. It looks like a little bit of a short still. I don't see any buyers out there, more sellers than buyers. I don't know. The stock obviously doesn't look too well. Only issue I had, the volume was a little light. Okay. Now, there were other stocks that were moving here in the watch list that, there was Tavern I saw, but I don't know. She wasn't really moving. She's kind of like making lower lows. She's up about 45%. There was a stock, Omar. I saw this one too. She's kind of flat. And then you're getting these other stocks that are coming out of the blue, but these are penny stocks. You know what I mean? This one we already know about. Yeah. I mean, there's some big volume stocks here. We already pretty much know about this. IDEX, that one looks like it's got a little bit of a move. Nothing great. Nikola's right there. We got to trade 2 million shares already. Wow. Pretty interesting. But that's about it. That's about it. I don't really have any, it's Monday, guys. Listen. Leo says, what about the IDEX? IDEX. It's okay. I kind of like it. We trade the stock before. We know it moves. You can trade a lot of shares of it. You could put this as second protocol. Not bad. All right. So anyway, guys, listen. Today's Monday. We're in the middle of a summertime. It is gorgeous here in New York. I know a lot of people in quarantine. They're not coming back to New York City. People are staying there. Listen, New York City is not as safe as it used to be. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'm not going to New York City anymore. And so if I'm not going there and I don't live too far, it was a fun city, but people out in New York City, people live here are staying in their bunkers. If it's in the Hudson Valley where I was, or in the Hamptons or in Connecticut, whatever it is. But until people have to come back to school, I don't think anyone's going to be doing anything crazy right now. And what we're looking at right now in the market, unless they're trading from home, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, most of the earnings come out on those days. That's the most volatile time. But don't get too cocky on a Monday and on a Friday. Okay, those are one of the toughest days to trade. All right. John McGuire says the MCRB is trading. Yeah, great call on that one too. Did I have that one on there? No, that one didn't show up. There it is right there. You know what? It just popped up right now on my watch list. MCRB. Absolutely gorgeous stock. Beautiful. Look at that. Prints are going everywhere on that one. We got 12,000 shares. Guys get eaten up pretty big. Nice call right there, John McGuire. Way to go. All right, guys. So we got about 9 minutes. Let's get ready for the open. So once again, what happened here? Order quantity. No, I don't know what that happened at. I almost put 25,000 shares in this stock. I'll probably have a heart attack. Oh, geez. That wouldn't have went too well. Anyway, actually, I would probably sell it right now if that was the case. That would have been a nice little profit. Anyway, the Cyber Group room is back open to everybody. I apologize what happened. I guess things worked out doing here on YouTube. So if we ever have an issue, things happen once every, 3 months or something like that. 2 months. But it looks like we had our issues with the electric company here. But it's good that we have 2 different platforms get up and running. So, but anyway, if you are a Cyber Group member and you're on YouTube and on Facebook Live, you can log into the Cyber Group room right now. It looks like everything is open. And for everybody here that is on YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll be back at 2:30 trading the afternoon hours and go from there. And if you do want to get into our trading, just click on the bottom, like us, friend us, and also subscribe to our $9 trial. See what this is all about. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe.